Want to improve your fitness and your strength all in one go? Want to do it from home and you want it to be low impact? Then I've got a key exercise for you here today. So I'm going to be focusing on one exercise in particular, simply using 2 dumbbells. I have 2 7.5 kilo dumbbells here, but I'm also going to add in 2 exercises, one before, one after, that's going to boost the effects and give you a full body workout all in one go. So the exercise I'm talking about is actually where you are going to be taking a seat. So we're going to be sitting down here. Now I've got this set up here. So I'm going to call this a box stand and press. I don't really have a name for it, but if there is one, that's it. So from here, what we are going to do is in this seated position, we are going to get our dumbbells, in this case, up by our shoulders in this rack position. Now from here, where I want to get is to stand up and then push the dumbbells above my head, all in one movement. So I'm going to be using my feet to generate the power in order to get the dumbbells up in the air. So it's quite an explosive move. However, what I don't want to do is rock back and forward as I stand up and sit down. So the best cue I can give you here is to make sure your feet are nicely shuffled forward so they're directly under your knees. And then from here, you want to make sure your heels and all of your toes stay on the floor all the time, and you're going to drive up from that position. You're also going to engage the core. You're going to sit up nice and straight, and from there, we are going to stand up and press. Now that was very slow. Essentially, what I want it to look like is that you come down, sit down on the seat like so. So I'm ready here. And in this position, this is real speed. So as I come from here, I'm going to drive up, press, back down, and then come back down again. And now from here, drive back up and press again. So I'm going to come down, touch, back, up, and drive. So it's very explosive. Up, press, and drive. You can break it up, or you can come back down and drive up in one go and then come back down again. But as you sit down, you want to stop here. You don't want to rock back and go back into it, because now we are just using momentum if we come in and do it this way. So we are going to do that. Now, let me tell you, that will very, very quickly get your heart rate up. As you come down, you are working through this extension motion. So as you come down from this seated position, you're going to drive your feet into the floor, which is very explosive. Come up and press. Now that on itself is hard enough. And if you want to do that, then great. I actually do this for my own conditioning and I use it with my clients. 3 sets of 15 with 60 to 90 seconds rest is brilliant. It's super intense. However, I'm going to give you a slight circuit here that you can do all in one go. And all you're going to need is a seat, or in this case, a box that you're going to sit on. Now, I've just shown you the main exercise, but the first exercise is going to be a pick-up carry. Now, essentially what we're going to do is start on the seated position from where we were down here. So we are here, the dumbbells are on the floor, and my only job is to come down and meet them, keeping a nice straight back. So we're bending forward here, going to grab hold in this position. And from here, my only job is to stand upright. So I'm pulling them shoulders back as I'm in this position. So I'm pulling back here, so I'm nice and ready to go. I'm loaded and ready to go. Feet are driven into the floor, and all I'm going to do is stand up and then come back down with control. As soon as I get back to that seat, come back and drive back up. Depending on the length of your arms, those dumbbells may hit the floor. Come back and drive up. So as we come through here, I'm going to come down and then drive up. Like so. That is the first exercise. Then the second exercise is the exercise I showed you, where you are sat down, we're in that rack position, and then we're driving up and pressing. So that box, standing, press. And then third, we're going to go into is still going to hold on to those dumbbells. So I'm going to grab those dumbbells, I'm going to come around to the side here, and we're going to go into step ups. But we are going to go on one leg at a time. Nothing fancy here. We're in this suitcase carry hold here. We're going to stand up with a nice flat foot, drive up, lock out, back down, touch, carry on, back up, back down. 10 on one leg, 10 on the other. Now, for a really great tricep, a really great way of doing this is 10 of the first exercise, So you're in that seated position, you stand up, lock out. And then second, we'll go for 15 of the rack and press. So you're in that box, rack position, stand up and press. And then third, into the step ups, 10 reps on each side. So essentially it's 10 reps of the first exercise, 15 reps of the second exercise, and 20 reps of the third exercise. I'm gonna run through it now in real time. No doubt I'm gonna get out of breath. Now you can go through this once, maybe twice, and if you really wanna test yourself, then maybe you can go through it 3 times. Now this is super intense and we are not moving anywhere. In fact, for a lot of the time, our feet are standing firmly on the floor. So we're gonna start this off. As I mentioned, 7.5 kilos here. I'm gonna run through this, probably won't talk a lot right now, and then we'll go through and get that heart rate up. So in 3, 2, 1, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep those feet driven in the floor. 8, 9. Slight glance down. 10. Now we finished the first set, so now we're going to come through. Sit yourself up, come into that rack position. Now we're coming up and pressing through the ceiling. So up, press. 1. Back down. 2, 3. Nice, controlled. 4, not using momentum. Driving those feet into the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep driving through the floor. 11. Don't be tempted to sit back. 12, 13, 14, 15. Come down, pop the weights down, stand up, and now we're going to come round. Last exercise. 1, 2. Lock that hip out the top. 3, 4. Keep the shoulders back. 5. Moving with power, so you're not letting momentum get in there. 6. No rocking going on. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to switch legs. Final leg. You might find that your grip is now starting to burn. This is a full body workout right here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then pop them weights down. Now that is 1 round. Go through that, 90 seconds rest, go through it again. And the third time if you're really up for it. But as I say, the middle exercise there, when you're in that seated position and then pressing above the head as a single exercise, is absolutely excellent and works for everybody of every fitness level. Work to the level where you're at, don't over push it, but also practice getting a little bit of power, moving fast, getting those fast twitch fibers working, even with a low impact exercise such as this. Now, I appreciate I went into a lot of detail there, but I hope you took a lot from it. I coached it all the way through on every single move there. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this workout, then please like and subscribe to this channel, comment down below, and also check out theworkingbody.com for all things fitness, health, and wellness related.